Can be like, F you, Doug. Good morning, everybody. How you doing today? I'm feeling good. Very, very nice day out. Whoa. Man, I tell you, lots of, accident. Not good. Looks like somebody got rear-ended. What's happening today? Nothing. Not a goddamn thing. So with the iPhones officially coming out on Friday, is anyone getting one? Are you sticking with what you have? Are you an iPhone user? Are you sticking with whatever device you have? Or are you an Android user going, you know what? I'm gonna make the switch. I'm going now. Do you think that Apple is gonna fall down on this one? Are they gonna not see the numbers that they're traditionally used to seeing? Did they purposely short stock on pre-order day to make it look like it was busier than it was? It sure felt like that. I mean, I don't know, call me crazy. General consensus seemed to be like, I can't believe you're taking the headphone jack away. Oh, this is the worst thing ever. Even though we spent the past 2 years talking about wireless headphones and how we all wanted wireless headphones and we don't like plugging into our devices. Now, with that being said, listening to music is okay with most of these headphones. There's different sounds for each one, and you can obviously decide if you want a heavier bass, more music, you know, more treble, less bass, whatever your preference is. However, one thing I've noticed that might be more annoying to many people is the audio isn't synced when you're watching video. And that can be annoying. And sometimes I've seen it work just fine, other times I've seen it off. I've noticed it with the low-end and the high-end headphones that the audio doesn't sync. I'm not sure if that's the technology being behind or the phone. I'm definitely interested to hear if anyone else has that issue that's using wireless headphones. Is it the technology of the phone? Is it the headphones? So, all this freaking out that Apple's removing the headphone jack, obviously people still want the option to do that, but Apple feels like they've got technology that they want to put in there other than a headphone jack. I don't know. All I try to use is wireless headphones anyway, so it doesn't really bother me that they've taken it out.
But I'm not like overly excited about it. That bad?
Let me play that again. Hold on.
I know. Like, I'm not even stressed that my phone's not coming Friday. Like, I want it, but I'm not like overly excited about it. That bad?
Okay. All he buys is Apple stuff. Okay, Doug. Okay, Doug. Oh yeah, no, Doug, it's cool. I completely understand that. I mean, you know, it is what it is, right? You don't get it on Friday, you know. I mean, you would be completely fine with that because you wouldn't bitch and moan at all if it didn't come on Friday, right? iOS 10 came out today. Looks pretty interesting. I have stayed completely away from it. I didn't download any betas this year, so I'm going into it tonight completely raw. Let's try that again. I didn't download any betas of iOS, and so I'm going it completely first time tonight, and I'll be able to see exactly what it does. I watched Detroit Borg's video a little bit today at lunch, but I don't have an hour lunch, so I couldn't watch the whole thing. So I watched a good portion of it. It looks pretty good. It looks pretty good. They made a lot of improvements. Some things that I gotta find out tonight. I'll let you know. Doug's not talking. Do you think he knows he's in the... Doug, do you think you know that I'm recording you for the vlog? It might have been setting you up. I wonder. I tell you what, if I could take off on Friday, which actually my boss asked me if there was any days I wanted off, I very well might see if she can give me off on Friday. My wife just tried to text me some curse words, and I think it changed the F word to ducking. She got the first right. What a f***ing day this was. Ducking shit show. Time to grill. So, while that is heating up, I downloaded iOS 10. Pretty impressed so far. I've been messing around sending messages to Doug, and they have the digital touch feature. Focus? Focus! This is a pain in the ass. So you got digital touch, which you have different things that you can do. And you can be like, F you, Doug. And then I'll send it, and it'll actually spell it out to Doug. F you, Doug. Or, I can say, whoops, I don't want to kiss Doug. Whoops, you can say, you are, I know, I'm making it easy, on the vlog. So there we go. Make it worth his while that he knows what I'm doing. You are on the vlog. Will I ever use this? Probably not after today. I'll be honest with you. It's fun to play with, not to eat. Kind of like Play-Doh. I don't know. But there's a whole bunch of other stuff you can do. What I would probably use is be like capital letters and be like, hello. If I'm like asking for somebody, like if they're not around or whatever, and like do the question mark, and then you can do the force touch, and you can go up and you can do invisible ink, you can do gentle, you can do loud, or you can do slam, and I'll be like slam, and send it, be like hello, and it like slams it down. Would you use this? I don't know. One of the things that I was disappointed in is, and what I love about Android, is the ability to jump into certain aspects on the settings. For example, pulling up the menu, and then what if I don't want to be on the Wi-Fi that I click on? So I wish I could be able to hold that down and force touch into that. No, it just turns on and off, and it just attaches you to whatever Wi-Fi that's around. And that's not always the case that I want to do. So I can force touch here in the settings and then come down to Wi-Fi, but can't I just do that by going into the menu? So, I mean, there's some cool things with the iHome that you can change and, you know, access some of the stuff that you have at home. And so far, it looks like only my Lifix bulbs are the ones that show... No, I'm sorry. Philips Hue are the only ones that show up so far. So, I'm going to have to mess around with that and see if anything else I have will attach to it. With the fingerprint scanner now, like, you just can't put your finger on it to open it up. You actually have to click the button to be able to do that. I don't remember if it did that before. But like, for example, when you're on the home screen and you've checked your messages or done anything like that, to get into the... You can't just place your finger on it. It says at the bottom, press here to open. So if you do your fingerprint, you got to actually press the button down to open it up. The other cool feature is Raised Awake. That's actually pretty cool. Raised Awake. Hello. Go to sleep. Raise awake. Raise awake. No. Nope. You. Hello.
Hi.
What doing?
I'm gonna play outside.
You play outside? Okay, go ahead. You got shoes on?
No.
You should put some shoes on. Okay.
I want you to go
Alright.
play on the playground with me.
I have to cook dinner.
I want to do it a little bit times. 5 times.
I gotta cook dinner.
I want to do it 5 times.
I gotta cook dinner.
I want you to go.
I don't have any shoes on either.
I want you to go.
Okay. Gonna go play. Alright guys, so I'm wrapping up this video today. Woo, 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 on the DJI Osmo. And I've got the face recognition tracking on right now. And we're trying it out for the vlog. Now, The one thing that I'm moving this around right now, going jogging. How's that look? Whoa, that was not good. All right, so not too much. So of course I wasn't holding it steady, but I'm just kind of running now. So that's holding pretty good. Now, as far as this is what I really wanted to try it with, which I think is pretty cool. So we put it on the stand here. Up this way. And I walk away. And I go this way. And I'm like, okay, so what I really want to do is show you guys the office here. I got a tripod here. And then over here. Now, one thing I did want to notice is that the square gets remarkably smaller the further away you get away from the camera. So over here we've got the TV. And back here, so this is kind of cool. I like this. You can actually just kind of do your thing. Now, I can't walk behind it because it only spins so far. Only to about, I think it ends right about there. So it'll follow me. So it doesn't go 360, which would be cool if it did, but it does not. Of course, you know, I'm watching it, not you guys. So far, so good. I mean, that's just cool in itself because I can set that up and do a tour and just kind of talk to you guys about something. And if I say, you know, I want to come down here and just talk to you guys for a minute, all the crap that's on the floor, and go back up. That, in my opinion, is worth the price right then and there as far as that goes, because you can just kind of just walk around. Now, this is something, I mean, come on, that's just awesome. Now it's like right on my ear. So if we exit that and I go in and push it again. Now I can reset this right with you guys on the screen and fix it. And you didn't even, like, obviously I'm close to the camera so you can see it, but I didn't have a very big area of my giant melon on there. So, I mean, this is worth it in itself. And if I take it off the base and do it that way, I'm not necessarily worrying about where I'm holding it as far as the camera goes. Now, it might make it more shaky that I'm doing the facial recognition and walking. So we'll see how that goes. I'll walk up the stairs real quick. See, it's kind of moving around a little bit. Walking around and doing it might be better served just holding the button down. So we're moving around like that. It's still following. See how it's kind of just like a little bit herky-jerky when you're holding it and doing it? May not necessarily get the best tracking. So we'll shut that off, that portion off. And if I hold the button down and I go walking around, see, it's holding it that way, which it's doing the steady shot. But if I'm walking like this and I'm talking, I think I get the same results as that, and it might be a little bit more fluid. I don't know. What do you guys think? I think the facial tracking is worth the price itself. So I like that. And not having it on right now, it's smooth. I'm not completely in the shot, but I'm walking around. You can see that I'm moving, but it looks like the picture is going well. Of course, I'm trying to keep myself centered, and you can kind of do a walk back. Now, you have the ability to move that around and change it, and you can just kind of do one of these where I move myself to the side and just be like, hey, how's it going? So, not bad at all. You know, you'd have to get used to, hello. That was me. I hit the joystick the wrong way. So far, so good as far as, you know, the whole idea of setting it up and getting it ready to go and walking around with it. Now, what you may not have just realized is while I was talking to you guys, I set up the facial recognition again. So, back to where it was while I'm walking around. So, I think that's really cool. I like that. 1 thumbs up so far. I want to take it outside and, you know, walk around and use it. You know, maybe I'll take it out with lunch to me tomorrow. See how weird that'll be, walking down the street with that. So, with that being said, guys, thank you so much for all the continued support. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like. And of course, subscribe to get the next video in your sub box. I see so many views on these videos, and people aren't subbed. So I appreciate the views for people who aren't subbed, but sub if you enjoy it. And of course, the people that are watching that are subbed and commenting, thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. That about does it for me. And with that being said, see ya!